Hello friends, I am MovieRecap NL and this is the Beast movie. The ages that went hunting were completely terrorized by a group of creatures. A group of people were screaming in horror and sitting inside the forest. Some large creature had chained them with the whip of terror. The creature that fell down together dragged them away, and the friends, the creature, watched helplessly as it was being taken away in silence. In the next scene, we see a group of elders setting out on a journey. These are Jeff and his daughter Mendy, Jeff's father Alyssa, his grandson Matt, and a few others. Alyssa shows them the way to the family boat and sees that their journey is marked by a researcher's note. It says if you step into the forest, it's dangerous, fire is forbidden, and a warning is written, but Jeff insists on not cutting down the old trees in the forest and writes his own note. Worried, the friends decide to set up camp here, but Alyssa suggests entering the Raqqa area on foot. Jeff checks to make sure their things are safe in the car and fills the fuel tank to the brim. Along the way, young people who have come out to camp have gathered and started the journey. Then Jeff is asked why he needs a gun, and he explains it's because of the forest cutting. The elders continue their journey and suddenly encounter a corpse in a hollow. Some creature must have done this here and there. The friends, even in the face of panic, do not trust ignorance and take them away from a long distance. Passing through a hollow where trees are watered, they find a village and enter it. The young man who took it hears the noises but, not trusting them, goes to meet his friends to check it out. Tunce is also tired from the journey. Ali tries to find the location with the GPS device. Mendy hears noises from the village and sees someone awake, like the 45th Ranger who has sunk into the swamp. The girl is shocked by the horror, and the shadows seen from the torn and hanging parts of the body move away. Hearing their voices, the friends decide to investigate and see the creature coming from the village. The creature raises its head, its eyes are red and it looks human, but it is covered in dirt and wounds. At the same time, Sean drops his backpack. The friends, living behind, watch the forest from above and see a campfire in the middle of the forest. Jeff wants to bring the creature to the authorities, but the creature is still. The shadows quickly run to the hut and start fighting. The people inside open fire and hide them in the dark. These are Carl and Vicky, who ran away a minute ago. They grow scared without doing much. Vicky notices Mendy's wound. Then they try to call the police, but the phone battery dies. Meanwhile, Douglas, who is in the region, hears the commotion. On the contrary, the creature calms down a bit after becoming a little territorial. They first close the windows and doors, then lock the basement entrance where the creature had gotten in. The dog barks and helps close the doors lazily, but Douglas does not allow Alyssa to go to the second floor. Alyssa, left alone, remembers Douglas' warnings and realizes they have fallen into a trap at the house. The brave girl calms down. When the creature appears at the window, they want to go inside. After that, they have fun and start following the weak sound. Douglas quickly grabs a basket for the capture. Carl, Matt, and Sean take the uninvited guest to the hilltop. The animal that needs to be brought inside bites Carl's arm, but Sean, using his arms, forces the creature to retreat. The gathered group breaks into the room for shelter. It calls the police several times, but no one comes to this place and they do not meet. Douglas, who was injured by the creature's claws, lies down on the road and insists on needing help. But no one wants to confront the creature, and in this situation, they decide to be heroes. He sets off and asks the shadows for the creature's whereabouts. Matt agrees to communicate with Mendy for contact. Carl agrees to lead the creature out, and Sean leaves with him for safety reasons. Carl tries to attract the creature with signal rockets and lights. Sean, who went to Tonga, informs about nearby movements and tells Matt that a meeting is possible. He sets up a tent and sleeps, but hears cries for help without stopping. Now Carl and others start moving to help, but Douglas, afraid the creature might get inside, does not let them in. And they can open fire, but Douglas is not strong enough. Mendy asks Carl to allow her to enter the kitchen and lets her in, but the radio that had been left outside suddenly. Carl, who entered, defeats Douglas, who acted cruelly, with laughter. After a few minutes, Douglas, who came back, ties him up and checks his belongings. Carl orders him to sit and rest. He says he wants to protect the captured ones, but Douglas refuses to listen. Ali, who stayed with Mendy, says the creature needs to be eliminated, and Mendy emphasizes the need for a pregnant healer. But Jeff would never know this now. Sean arrives and says over the radio that enemies are coming to the village. The voices approach, thinking it's another message from the basement, and they arm themselves and go downstairs. Sean and Vicky guard the top, the heavy text. Suddenly, a creature appears in the room and attacks the group, but this time it cannot be saved by Mulabu. The blood loss is severe, and Met doesn't know that blood is being given from the road. Met, who is writing a message, sees two creatures in the forest and tries to escape from them. Douglas, seeing that Met is unable to continue, suggests using him as bait, but this is not good. Douglas gives a word to the road ahead, then takes him to his colleague Dubin, who frees him and makes Met a philosopher. When the shadows are asleep, Douglas tries to feed the corpse to the creature, but the creature that has broken through the fire pushes the corpse away helplessly. When the creature tries to escape, the shadows pour gasoline into the basement and set fire to prevent the creature's escape. The creature falls into the basement from above, sets fire with gasoline, and the fire spreads. No matter how much the creature tries to get out, the fire is lazy. It plays tricks on the fire. The group tries to go outside and again sees another creature that attacks Sean and Vicky, Mendy and Allison. Suddenly fall and are forced to share the burden. The creature, exhausted, attacks Ali. The injured one cannot see but starts moving towards the car. Finally, the girl who comes to the car takes her belongings and gets in. Suddenly, the creature that appeared attacks Mendy and tries to attack her, but the girl manages to remove the creature's head from the trap. The group leaves the forest that caused their friends' deaths, but this is not the end. Another creature, thirsty for the blood of the short-tempered tourists, stays in its place. The end.